Glory to the swarm, brothers and sisters. I am your cult leader, Cheese, and today we're going to look at my performances from the recent Mechabellum Mini Masters tournament. The tournament continues on August 8th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and the grand finale will be on August 15th at 9 p.m. as well. Please check it out. There's information in the description below. Before we get into the game, I'd just like to thank you for taking the time to like and subscribe. Spreading the gospel is a great way to meet new people and learn new words. Some you may not even want to repeat in polite company. Now, let's get into the games. Alright, Game 2 versus Spade. We're down one game after playing Standard, and we are offered Speed Specialist, Typhoon Specialist, Marksman Specialist, which looked interesting, and we ignored the Saber. So we take Speed, and we're thinking push with the Sabers, maybe throw in Saber Wraith before switching to the Gospel. We see he has Sledges and Hounds. And he's training spec. Okay, so we see his training spec, and we're thinking he might make a airplay. So we buy a marksman, and we buy another pack of crawlers. Put the marksman next to the tower, and we stick a couple crawlers behind our sabers and one off to the side, one in the middle to pull anything from the left. So the thought is to get everything pulled over here. We don't want him wandering off to our tower. We want to try to fight over here. Downside to this is we don't have chaff clear. Unlike Sledge's last game, where we did have some built-in chaff clear from 5 units and faster firing, in this case we're going to lose to crawlers. So let's get through this. We gambled, we lost, but we're thinking we're not going to be playing his game this time. We're going to play our game. So we're looking at these. Heavy armor is very interesting. Extended range Vulcan's interesting. Subsidized Storm is also interesting. But we take the elite Tarantula. And the reason for that is, like I said, we had no chaff clear. So that gives us immediate chaff clear. We buy another crawler, and we stick it in the back. And so this level 3 Tarantula is going to start chunking away at things. Now, it is downside if he starts leveling units off of it, but he doesn't really have a lot of damage on the board. He does pick up the Wasps, which is a bit surprising. Uses his extra 50 for that. Still hasn't used his training. So we're going to lose this round because we don't have any air. Okay, uses training on the Hounds. Go into the round, and here comes the Tarantula. Chunks through the Saber, or the Sledge, in 3 shots. Starts clearing everything else. Still just as slow on the crawlers as a regular Tarantula, but tanks a heck of a lot better. And it's just going to sit here and hold the line. We do have the marksman for anti-air. We're doing a great job of cleaning up everything with this Tarantula. Tanking forever, 41,000 HP. Takes out the Sledges, eventually dies. These Sledges level. This marksman cleans up most of the Wasps, but not enough. Alright. Round 3, reinforcements. See double rhinos, see scorpion, see phantom ray, and the fire badger, which is more chaff clear. So we take the scorpion. Spade takes the scorpion, and then let's go to the left. So we buy another tarantula, we stick it with our scorpion, and probably buy some chaff, stick it right behind there. So Spade levels up his left side tower. He puts a scorpion directly in line with our tarantula over here. It's a great spot for it because it's going to walk in and it's just going to eat 20,000 per shot. Big ouch. Not great for us. Still don't have anti-air. If we don't look at the wasps, they can't hurt us, right? Luckily, our crawlers do distract the scorpion long enough for the tarantula to clear some trash. Unfortunately, everything else eventually dies, and so does the tarantula. Not leveling the scorpion, luckily. Still no anti-air. Kind of a running theme here, right? We should do something about that. Not a great tower timing. By the time they get to the tower and take it, debuff will have worn off, and we're going to get eaten. Scorpion comes over, does not get the kill. The wasps are almost level 3. Almost levels. Thankfully it does not. 100,000 damage for that scorpion. Oof. It's not great for us. Alright. Efficient lights offered. EMP is offered. We've got 800 credits. We take the efficient light. And we're immediately thinking, okay, what are we going to do here? So you see, we unlock the wasp. We go, wait a minute. We don't have enough for 3. Do we go 2 in a crawler? What are we doing here? So that's kind of the thought process. Is we don't want to deploy just the 2 wasps at the flank if we can get 3. We know we're not going to see them in a drop. There are no rhinos, so there is a chance of like a double rhino drop on round 5 or something. So there we go. We wind up getting the 3. We sell a crawler to make it work. Now, pause this real quick. One thing we could have done, potentially, is instead of buying these this round, we just continue to fill out chaff and buy range on the tarantulas. We had 450 credits, or 450 supply. We buy range, we put down maybe some fangs, some more late chaff, maybe some sort of anti-air. I don't know. You know, crazy talk, right? Some fangs back here to clean this up. Yeah, I could see that working. But instead, it's time to gospel, and I'm here for it. This missile is going to mean that this locks on even faster, though. That EMP doesn't do anything except for slow him down a little bit. Our flank comes in. Tarantula melts. And here come the wasps. Again, not a great tower timing, but with the wasps going to the other tower, it's going to wind up a little bit better if we can get there before he does. We're retargeting. Everything is out of debuff. We do lose the tarantula, but if we can take out the fangs and we can take out the wasps on Spade's side, we're going to have a good round. We wind up taking out most of it. Not a winning round, but it is a solid response. We're now established in the flank. Now we can take the gloves off. Round 5. Orbital bombardment. So we know Spade's going to take that, and he's probably going to stick it in the back corner. We take the shield, because we love shielding in the flanks. We're going to take range, we take the levels, we buy the crawlers. Now, one thing that I was thinking that I wanted to do on this round is I wanted to offset them. I had a plan in my head to do a mix of wraiths and rhinos. But to do that, the best way to do it is to offset my crawlers by 3 so I can stick either a wraith or rhino behind the crawlers right here and have one on the line up here. Same thing, having one on the line here and one, back there, bam, bam, right? It just gives us a more scary, I think is a good way to put it. Board state still leaves us room to slip in phantom rays or typhoons or something else behind the chaff if we choose to. But instead, we wind up getting 3 crawlers in a standard formation. This was a mistake on my part. I did take the range now on the spiders. That's going to help us out a lot. Because I had a plan and I forgot about it. Not the end of the world. We can still work with it. Spade buys the wraith. He buys the range. This bubble and the crawlers are going to help hold the wraith off of the wasps for a little while. Okay. Bubble establishes, wraith gets stuck. Fortunately, his crawlers eat our crawlers. The orbital eats our wasps. Doesn't end well for us over there. However, you do see that our level 3 tarantula over here manages to take out the level 2 scorpion. We do win the left side. We lose the right, as we have been doing, but it was much closer. We'll take this tower. We'll clean up some more, and then we'll lose to the air because we still have no anti-air. It's alright, we're now established. We still have our bubble. We're feeling pretty good. We've got the 3rd level now. Enhancement modules offered. Probably should have taken the enhancement module here, stuck it on the scorpion, sold the scorpion, started making myself some money that way. Instead, we take Fortified Overlord, thinking about a potential pivot with all the success we had with boats last game. But I think immediately after I did that, I realized I should have taken the enhancement module because I started selling out of the rest of my stuff. I really could have used the money. Techs, we take anti-air here. We get a couple of wraiths of our own, and we're going to stick them right in the rhino holes where he's expecting us to put rhinos. He's bought 2 more level 2 wraiths to defend the flank. And we take attack 1. We're just trying to clear out these wraiths before they can get onto the wasps and do a lot of damage. Okay, so here we go. The wasps are chewing through the wraiths. The wraiths are helping with the chaff clear. There we go. We're looking much better now. We beacon this tarantula away just to help defend a little bit. We take that tower. Here it comes. We're going to wind up killing these crawlers. We're going to take this tower. It's looking pretty good for us now. This tarantula will die to the scorpions and the debuff. This one likely will as well. But a much better looking round for us. We're going to have a couple of wraiths that survive. And the wraiths and the wasp deal first damage to Spade. So even with 3 ranged wraiths over here, we're able to clear it. Unit drops. Stormcallers, Farseers, Vulcans are an option. But not the Void Eyes. So we're looking at the board. And we take the Vulcans. And what we're going to do is we're going to sell immediately. I'm going to stick one over here, and it's probably going to take a walk with the tarantula. So Spade is going to EMP on our flank. We're going to degen. That's unfortunate. EMP for us. We do have a significant amount of money, though. We take the oil. We take defense 1 now. And we do take this level on the Wraith. We've got a significant amount left we need to do something with. We're now a level 3 tower over here. Spade takes high explosive on his Wraiths. It's gonna increase their splash and do some big damage to the wasps. We take range and speed. We've got 550 left. We loan. No. We don't loan because we have efficient light. We take triple wasps, put 2 in the corner, leaving room for a rhino or a wraith. Put a missile just in case, and we come in and we nuke this first wraith. So as you can see, even with the EMP, even with the AA Farseers, we are able to come in and overwhelm with our wasps. Our Vulcan's over here cleaning up any chaff that tries to get close to the tower. Our wasps clean up the Farseer. We've won the flank. The Vulcan is doing a great job with all of this chaff. The wasp will eventually take it. The question is, will they take it before our wasps take the other tower? They do. It's okay. We lose the Vulcan, but he's done his job. No. Did we not lose the Vulcan? Yeah, okay, we do lose the Vulcan. Not nearly as quickly as I thought. But a pretty good round for us again. Chunking down Spade. Got some more wasp levels. Super heavies offered. Mobilized battleships, interesting. Could maybe slip it in right here, but he does have this crawler here. So it'd likely get distracted and pull it to the front rather than taking a tower. He does mobilize our backside. And we wind up taking the super heavy. We stick it on this level 1 Wraith. Mostly because it's right in front of our bigger wasps. He's got another Wraith added. Add some crawlers as well. What are we going to sell? He takes more wasps, sticks them in front of our. Okay, so we do take 8 gun as well on the Wraith. So I don't like taking range when we put the wasps in the flank, because I want them to try to keep up and stay in front, to still act as tanks. I probably should stop thinking of it that way though, because I really don't click armor on the Wraiths all that often. And if we take range, then they don't have to move as much, and they will do a more effective job of chaff clear. But I really like 8 gun here. It's going to clear all of these crawlers. It's going to clear these wasps really fast. It's going to allow us to get into the Wraiths as quickly as possible. So we take another pair of wasps. We throw them in the middle now, come into the right side. I really wish we had seen ground spec this round, but it costs 600 right now. Just wasn't in the cards. We do put this crawler down to protect against a missile. We immediately eliminate that first Wraith. We eliminate the second Wraith. Degen beam plus AA is really strong. This call-in hurts us a lot though. It kills our tempo. We do light the oil on fire. Kills all the chaff again. Good job, Mr. Vulcan. We take the tower. And this is kind of where ground spec would have come in handy. We would have gotten through those much faster. The wasps turn around. They're going to come after the boat. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to kill the boat, even with AA. Because the missile spread's too much. And he cleans us up. So great call in there. puts us on life support. Alright. Speed? Yeah. Always speed. Targeting's interesting here, but it's expensive. Giant and barrier of no interest to us. Speed is king. So we're going to put another Wraith here in the corner. Both to act as a tank and shaft clear. We now have this level 2 with super heavy. So 77,000 health. Now these things do a significant amount of damage. But it's not going to be enough. Did we take ground spec? Please tell me we take ground spec, because he just took a mountain and it has armor plating. Two level 2 Wraiths with degen, 8 gun. Just trying to soak up as much of the Wraith fire as possible, and also making it easier to nuke them with the degen. Get another pack of wasps. We've now sold the tarantula over here. We still have the Vulcan, and yeah, terrible news. He's got level 2 mountain with armor plating, degen beam, and no ground spec. Now you see why we really wanted ground spec last turn. If we take ground spec, we don't see the mountain, or if we do, it just deletes. The mountain is unstoppable. Luckily, we do clean up some of the additional units from our Wraith and Wasp that walked away, so they don't get stuck on the mountain like the rest of them do. But now they are, and that's going to be all she wrote. Notably, not death, though. It's only going to be about 800 damage, because these are now 250 plus 500 plus a handful. So close. Alright. Now we're gonna die. Melting points offered, Stormcallers, Mustangs, Phantom Rays. So, going back here, looking at this again, and we'll probably replay it here in a moment. I'm thinking maybe the Phantom Rays are the choice, because we know we're going to take ground spec on the Wasp, but the main reason we do this is we just want to make sure this mountain dies. So we're going to put in a spot that can get an instant lock and kill this mountain before it can get started. We will take ground spec on the Wasp, because if we don't, we're toast. We get another level on the super heavy Wraith. Oh, that is the level from earlier that we undid. Okay. Hopefully we'll take that one. We get shields on the Wasps and ground spec. The orbital is not great. The EMP is not great. No, the spells hurt here. The orbital's not going to be too bad, just because we did take shields, but it looks like we're going back. We get ground spec. We get the level, so instead of getting shields, what are we going to do? Oh, that was all of our money. We had no deploys. Speed, range, lone. Notice that Spade has not loaned yet. It's a weak tower. One thing that could have been considered, and one thing that we were missing, if we had taken the Phantom Rays, we could potentially set them up over here to fly in, take this tower, put a crawler, Phantom Ray, and a couple wasps, come in, and I think that's what we're going to try. With ground spec, of course. So we take another Wraith, stick it in the corner there. Okay. this level 3 mountain just melts under pressure. We do get blapped pretty hard by the EMP and the orbital, but we're still able to push through. Our wraiths do a good job of tanking for the wasps that are left. On the right side, we managed to hold them up with the Vulcan, and the melting point does a great job. I'm going to replay this round real quick. Got him down to 1254. Let's see if we can do better. So we take these. What we were talking about was coming here. Take one of these. Stick it right here. Take all of our levels. Definitely taking ground spec. And these guys we're actually going to fit in on the sides. So we're doing that to... I need to sell. Okay. Sell the spider. Couple more wasps. Perfect. This is all coming right here. We're actually going to do this. One of these. Let's see. Missile. 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 And missile for good luck. We have left this back corner largely exposed. So here we go. Flying in, all he's got for defense are some Mustangs. They are going to chew through the Phantom Rays pretty quickly, so it doesn't work out great. But as you see, we do take the tower. We do not chunk through quite as fast on the mountain, but it is still melting. Okay, so we did need the melter. Melter was a good choice. I'm glad we took it. Alright, that did not work. Let's go back to the replay. So we made the best choice. I'm glad to see that we did that at the time. There might be something that's a little bit better, but at this point I feel like it'd be gaming the replay. Let's go back and we'll go to round 11. Round 11. But here we go. So, Lightning Storm is offered. We take the Lightning Storm. He takes the Lightning Storm, and we try to storm his defenses. He's trying to storm our push, add some oil, does sell the mountain. We keep the melter. Probably should have sold it. Unfortunately, we do get boated with Photon. So it negates our EMP. And negating our EMP here is rough. We level up our wraiths. We do take the shield, so that's going to help a little bit. It's not going to be great against the storm, but it will allow them to at least survive a second strike. Or, sorry, survive a first strike and take a second. We have 2 and 2. Watch as the flank does not melt because of the photon until our front side gets through. We managed to get in. We do manage to take the tower. And I immediately saw this after the game. I went back and I replayed it. Now I will show you what I found. But we have a way to win the round. Winning the spell rounds, especially this late in the game, are huge. This melter does its best job attempting to keep us alive. Has no text though, and it's just going to eventually die. Maybe if it had suck, I don't think it matters. I think the scorpion would still kill it. So let me come back in here. We're going to take over as cheese. And let me show you this thinking. So we're still going to take the EMP. Now we're turned around again. So we take the EMP. We do the exact same thing. Go to EMP. Take shields, levels. Gonna sell the melter. Yes, we needed the melter to kill the mountain, but there's no way he leaves that mountain there. We're not thinking that's going to be a threat. We will oil over here. We will shield back here. Let's tweak this so it's not right on our shield. Actually, you know what? No, it's fine. That doesn't matter, because what we see is if we come over here, we should just rip right through. 200 left over. Missile. Same thing I was thinking for the previous round, but we needed to take care of the mountain. Yeah. Need to kill that. So here we go. We rip right through his defenses. On the right, we lose the Farseer. We wind up taking both towers. We actually get through faster on the left. But our Vulcan survives, and we just steamroll. So it actually makes me wonder, alright, so we win. Oh, we actually win-win. Yeah, so this right here, beaconing this in, taking that tower. Notice we didn't actually take it first, but getting that second tower timing. Getting the levels over here helps to survive the onslaught a little bit. So yeah. Another victory that could have been, that wasn't. So unfortunately, Spade did a fantastic job both games. He managed to hold off our sledge boats in game 1, which you can see in the video here. And then he managed to slow down the gospel using a plethora of spells, whole bag of tricks, had to dig deep. Degen, ranged HE wraiths, photon boats, AA farseers, wasp chaff, crawler chaff. A great job. Unfortunately, we missed it. We had the win, and we missed it right here. But we'll get it next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. For all of you cultists out there, give me a glory to the swarm in the comments. For all the heretics, give me a I love Mustangs! I am your cult leader, Cheese. See you in the next one.